crazy on YouTube. Y'all know my mama watched this, right? I ain't answering that one. Hi guys, welcome to Necessarily Tiffany. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning for yet another video, welcome back, Necessarily family. Guys, Noelle is in bed. I've got my wine here. I'm ready for some couch time and adult conversations. So I hope you guys are ready to talk. Like I said, I have my cherry flavored wine here and I have some blue and white socks on. Let's talk. So today, I am finally answering all these questions. So if you remember a few videos back, I told you guys I would answer any questions that you guys had. I sent the link and you guys were just asking. I got a lot of good questions. So today I'm actually going to take some time and go through these questions. I'm going to pick about 15 because I don't want the video to be too long, and we're just going to answer them. All right, I hope you guys are ready. The first one is, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? I don't know why I just looked at Marcus. I need to be looking at y'all. Really, I just need a vacation. Y'all have no idea how much I need a vacation. But if I could go anywhere in the world, where would I go? I think I would go to Kenya. I've always wanted to go to Kenya. I learned Swahili in high school, and I think going somewhere and being able to understand like the dialect and just seeing Africa again. I've seen it before, but I was in Egypt. But seeing Eastern Africa, seeing the people, just the majesty of, you know, the motherland, I think that would probably be like my most desired trip. I would also love to take my husband to Egypt. I've been telling him that for some time. So that'll be a trip that we'll be planning here in the near future. So my answer to that is Kenya, and just to see the people, the culture, and the land. The second question is, what is my favorite thing to do in my spare time? Sleep. I love to sleep. I don't know, like, we grew up with naps, so I love taking naps. I always have. But I do love to sleep. I love to work out. I love to read. You know those puzzle books that you get where you can get like crosswords, novels, word puzzles? I love to do those too. Yeah, so I think those are my favorite things to do. Listen to music, you know, YouTube. So those are some of the things I love to do, but mainly I do a lot of, if I get some free time where Marcus isn't here and Noelle isn't here and I have some time to myself, I'm definitely gonna A, take a nap. B, I'm probably gonna work out because it's uninterrupted. I'm saying A and B and putting up numbers, but y'all know what I mean. I'm probably gonna work out. I'm probably gonna read a book because it's quiet and nobody's gonna interrupt me. So those are some, or do a word puzzle. So those are some things I like to do in my spare time. Question number 3 says, you and Marcus call yourselves the #Struggle Course. How did you come up with that name? That's a really good question. So first of all, I just want to say I'm jealous of those of you who are getting married in this age where you can, you know, click on a hashtag and just like follow your whole relationship. That's pretty freaking cool. But no, Marcus and I came up with Struggle Course, I believe in 2015. We had just gone through so much and so much was happening. And that was really the point in time in our lives where we decided to change our mindset and really be more of a growth mindset couple. And so strong, okay, you guys just heard Blue because he's like right here. But Strong Course is not necessarily about being physically strong, but more mentally strong and just showing like mental toughness, and just reminding ourselves when saying that we can rise above anything. So although you guys see it on our workout stuff, but it's more than that. It's more than that. It's more about, you know, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual toughness. And that's our, you know, our motto, our mantra to kind of help us get through things. So #Strong, of course. Question number 4 is, how old were you when you got married? Do you have any advice to newlyweds or those praying to be married? I was young. I was 23 years old. I have been with Marcus since I was 21 years old. Wow, that's crazy to say. I was 23. Do I have any advice? Newlyweds, just love your spouse. Pray for your spouse. Protect your spouse. Guide your spouse. You're not going to know everything coming into a marriage. The point of it is for you guys to grow together, be honest with each other, love each other, protect each other, pray for each other, cover each other. For people praying to get married, work on you, sister, bro. Like right now, you can't focus on when you're gonna get married, how you're gonna get married, what life looks like, if there's something wrong with you. Absolutely not. There's nothing wrong with you. You just haven't met your spouse yet. Or if you know your spouse, y'all ain't, made that leap yet. I don't have any advice, but just keep being you, keep being bomb. If you know there's something, you have to work on it. Those kind of things come in due time. Marriage is hard. Marriage is really, for me, it's like somebody seeing you at your best and worst at all times and really accepting and loving you for that. So really just focus on yourself, work on yourself. Don't work on what other people tell you need to work on. Work on what you know you need to work on. And in due time, it'll come. But keep being you, keep being bomb. Question 5. I don't know if this is a question. Okay. It says, I've watched your weight loss journey. I am so proud of you. How did you get started and how do you stay motivated? Jesus. No, how I got started was a dear friend of mine passed away and I was distraught. I was my heaviest. I was very close, like flirting with the 300-pound mark, very close. I was about a size 22 pants. And I just knew something had to change. I was like sweating one night and I knew I had to call a trainer to get me started. I was sweating profusely. So I messaged Jerry, who was my trainer for 3 years. Jerry was my trainer for 3 years, 2 years, 14 to 16. I messaged him and I was like, hey, call me. And he called me and I was like, hey, can you train me? I'm so nervous. And literally from there, from working, I'm not gonna lie, the first couple months were hard. I was sore all the time. I didn't understand. I really wasn't losing weight. But after a while, I got addicted to it. I got addicted to the results. I got addicted to like the endorphins after you work out. And I just started feeling really well. And I started feeling, I was able to do it. Like I wasn't embarrassed. And then also it was something I was able to bond with my husband with. Marcus since I've met him, has always been like a gym rat. And like the fact that I could go to the gym with him, or he and I can run, or we can even do at-home workouts, like it was hot. So it was just like, that was a plus on top of being able to see my body change. I'm gonna be honest, after having Noel, I yo-yoed for a bit. Then I got with Jeff, Jerry's best friend. You just replace them, y'all. If they don't want you no more because Jerry dumped me, just replace them. But shout out to Jeff. I've been working out with Jeff since 2017? 2018. I don't know my dates. And we've just been going at it, like just making sure we have consistency. And over the summer, with all the stress of everything that was happening, I gained almost 40 pounds. Most people couldn't tell. I hid it very well because, hey, I didn't go out of my house. But just being able to lose most of that, I lost 20 pounds like the past 2.5 weeks. Crazy diets, and I'm drinking wine. But it's been amazing to see my journey and to see so many people believe in me and encourage me. And I actually don't know who wrote this, but thank you so much. If you're on a journey, I encourage you to stay on it. Again, you're gonna have bumps in the road, as everybody does. The very, very disciplined don't have bumps in the road, but there are very few people that I know that are like that. So you just stick with it. Your journey's different from mine, who's different from Marcus's, from everybody else. So I'm proud of you, so you keep going. Thank you. Question 6. Was Marcus your first love? Yeah, he was. That was dramatic, y'all. I've had like boyfriends before, but it was like puppy love. I'm actually going to dare and say when I first got with Marcus, it was puppy love too. I didn't realize, because I was so immature, I was young. I didn't realize like kind of what a grown love, like a struggle, like I'ma love you no matter what kind of love was, until I got with him as we've grown older and went through things. So I really think the first like actual, like I love you and I meant it, like I would take a bullet for you. Yeah, like he would be my first love. I don't regret it. Shorty fine. Number 7 says, what is your favorite book to read? Ooh, that's a hard one. So I read multiple books over and over again. I have to tell you that. But one book that actually stands out because I read it every year is the autobiography of Malcolm X. I read that because I love the way Malcolm's story is told. It's told from him, coming from nothing, having his whole family destroyed systematically, and then, still being one of the great minds and still influencing the world and, progressive thoughts today. I really, really enjoy that book, and I just read it because sometimes it just gives me, I get new thoughts and just new revelations every time I read it. So that's probably the book I read the most and my favorite. Number 8 is, do you plan on having more kids? Y'all know y'all shouldn't be asking people that question, right? But since it's anonymous, I'm gonna go ahead and answer it. So I told you guys you can ask me anything and I'll answer. I'll start off by saying motherhood and childbirth was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done. Carrying Noelle was very difficult for me. Not physically, I had gestational diabetes and I had to take insulin, and I'm terrified of needles. So it was just like trying to overcome your biggest fear every day, twice a day. Childbirth was hard, especially when you feel it. Yeah, I would love to have more kids, and I think Marcus does too, although they're expensive. Like, Noelle's like my broke best friend, but I wouldn't trade her for the world. She's a bomb little kid, and I'm excited to have more Marcus's babies, not with the big heads and all, but I'm excited to give Noelle some siblings. I think she's ready, but mommy ain't ready yet. She's still trying to get her body snatched. Number 9 is, aside from necessities, what one thing could you not go a day without? That's a good question. I'm going to say music, because I'm going to count my family as a necessity, your roof, your roof, food, or whatever. I'm going to say music. There's something healing in music. There's something transformative in music. I use music when I want to worship. I use music when I want to be happy. I use music to calm my child down. We use music to put her to bed. I use music to start Mr. Nasty Time. I use music all the time, and I love music. So I would say music. Yeah. Question 10. If you could eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be? I'm going to say greens, cornbread, and hot sauce with smoked turkey, not pork. If you know me, or anybody that knows me, I love greens. I will cook a big pot of greens for no apparent reason, sit there and eat them. I will eat a big bowl of greens every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There was one time, I remember I was eating jelly toast for breakfast and a bowl of greens, and my husband swore I was pregnant. I was not. I was just eating them because I love greens. Like, I could eat greens all the time. I can't eat everybody's greens because I don't know if everybody cleans their greens the proper way, but I can eat my greens and my mom's greens. But I love greens, and I can eat them again all the time. I actually had to be put on a hiatus for making them because I made them so much, and I think I burnt Marcus out of them. So I think, the last, 3 holidays, we've done green beans instead of greens, like Easter, Christmas, and Thanksgiving. I didn't do greens because apparently he was burned out on them because I cook them on the weekends or anytime, they're available at the store, which is all the time. So collard greens, cornbread, and hot sauce. Okay, so the 11th question is, what do you hope to achieve with Necessarily Tiffany? That's a good question. It's really just my outlet, and people are just tuning in. Honestly, what I really hope to achieve is me being more open and transparent about my life. I know a lot of people feel like they don't know me because I'm so private. But encouraging other moms, wives, women, men, whoever, who feel like sometimes you're just stuck in this rut and you only identify with your titles versus who you really are. That's really why I started it, because I felt like I had to be necessarily myself, because the world needs it. So that's really what the two things I'm hoping to encourage people who feel like me, and really just my outlet for me to be honest and open. That was a good question, though. Thank you. Question 12 reads, if you could be an animal, what animal would you be? You know what I think of, honey? Remember that weird Destiny Child video? She's like, I'd be a whale. I'd be a panther. Remember that video of them? They're like swaying. Yeah, like really weird. I don't know what I'd be. I'd be a house cat. First of all, because if I could be petted all day like Blue and lay around all day and be fed, have my litter changed, and you know what I'm saying, go to the doctor, I ain't gotta pay, you know what I'm saying, just all I gotta do is sit in the house all day, I'd be a house cat. Like literally, like house cats have the life, like for real. Question 13 is, what's the most expensive thing you own?
Probably your wedding ring.
My what?
Your wedding ring?
That's a lie. The most expensive thing I own comes in pairs. It's degrees. If anybody would like to purchase them, you can just go ahead and pay Great Lakes on my behalf. I'd be happy to hand those 2 pieces of paper over for you. Question 14 reads, if you could do anything in life over again, what would you change? It's so funny. These questions were written before the summer. As you guys know, this has been a rough summer. I'm trying not to cry. I feel like I cry on every video. Probably the worst summer of my life. It's probably been the worst, you know, three months of my life. So much has just been taken from me this year. I wouldn't change anything. Because I know that there's a reason and purpose for everything, and God is perfect. Everything that has happened was in His divine will, and He's perfect. And who is little old me, you know, to change the will of God? I've wrestled with it, I've battled with it, I fought with God, as you guys know, because we've talked about it. But He's perfect. And it's all, again, working for our good. There are things that God has done that I don't understand, that I probably will never understand. But I have to trust that everything will work together for my good. So to answer that question, I'm going to say I wouldn't change a thing. So the last question I'm going to answer, because it is getting late and I want to cuddle with my boo, is, it says, I am a mom, I am a wife, I am struggling. Any advice on how to get through? Girl. I'm assuming you're a girl because you're a wife and a mom. I don't know. This is my outlet to kind of, you know, just throw my feelings out there. In times where I feel overwhelmed, I pray. I pray for peace. I pray for wisdom. I pray for comfort, because in these times where I feel like I'm struggling, which is, I'm going to be honest, guys, I'm struggling now, but I'm making it. I just ask for strength. So prayer is how I get through. I work out. I still make sure I take care of my mind. I take care of my physical by working out. That really, when I feel restless, working out tires me out. It gives me a chance to just slow my body down so I can sleep. I would suggest, if you are struggling, to seek therapy. If you're wondering if I have yet, I have not. There are other things I need to work out personally before I do. There's nothing wrong with seeing a therapist. There's nothing wrong with seeing a counselor, someone to get your mind right, because as you said, you are a wife and a mom. Although you have, your spouse to take care of, you have your kids to take care of, you still have to take care of you. Because if you're not well, all the other stuff kind of falls to the wayside. So my main concern is taking care of you. So do what you have to do. Those are, some of the things that I do to relieve stress. If you feel like you're watching this and you feel like you are struggling, please feel free to email me. I'm not in any way gonna counsel you, tell you what to do, but I do know some amazing counselors and amazing therapists here in Cincinnati that you can see if you are interested. But whoever you are, I just know I'm praying for you. So please reach out if you need to. Guys, this was so much fun. Thank you for watching the video. If you guys have friends that don't know me, be sure to share this on your social media. Like, subscribe, let your friends get to know me. Guys, thank you so much for coming in. I had a blast talking to you, just having some adult conversations and some couch time. Again, thank you for coming to Necessarily Tiffany. A new video will be uploaded soon. I love you guys. Good night.